Today we'll be reacting to Halle Bailey's first official, or I think it's the first, performance of Part of Your World. It's at Disneyland and it's obviously from her upcoming movie with Disney, The Little Mermaid. I'm not trying to abbreviate little. It's just hard for me as a Norwegian to say. Anyway, before we start, this is a reaction video. It's a commentary video, so I'm gonna pause and provide some commentary along the way, but I'll of course link the full performance below so that you can check it out without me disturbing you. But you clicked reaction, so here we are. Yeah, this is probably heavily copyrighted, so there will be pausing. I'm not gonna be the first person to make this joke, but let's just dive right into it.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think of the girl who has everything?
Yes, the way she sort of spoke everything, you know? Already just love the clarity of her voice. So clear. Like her tone. It's so soft and nice and I think perfectly Disney, you know? Yeah, perfect casting. Yeah. If you have anything else to say, you can leave, you know? This is the perfect casting for Ariel and you know it. I know it. We all know it. And I'm coming from a place of, like I said, I'm Norwegian. So in the original movie, but in the dubbed Norwegian version, we had Sissel Kyrkjebø. I don't know if you know her, but she's a great singer. We had her singing it. So yeah, I'm used to quality vocals on it too, even in Norwegian. You can't tell me she is not the perfect casting.
Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cabin hold? Looking around here, you think, sure. She's got everything.
Nice little, can you hear, again, the clarity in her voice? She was in her head voice there. I mean, she sings in her head voice, but it's a sort of contemporary sounding head voice. I've spoken about this before on this channel. Head voice doesn't have to be operatic sounding, even though at the very end there was a little more of that operatic touch to it, you know? But yeah, it can totally be used in contemporary settings. Not that The Little Mermaid is actually contemporary, it's kind of vintage. But you know what I mean, in non-classical settings. So yeah, just listen to that and also her resonance. What I want to say now, people think that this is a bad thing, that when I say nasal, but it's just that she uses her head resonance and, you know, sings forward in that mask, if that makes sense. You know, you want your resonance to be here, not here, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I mean by nasal. It's just, I mean, just forward in your mask. So she's got that going on, and that's typical, like mostly in this case, you know, with this type of song and in this contemporary style, like I said, musical theater. It's very musical theater-y, the technique. But it's just the way she shapes everything gives this bright, young sound, I would say. Ooh, ooh. They're both head voice, but they got this different sound, you know what I mean?
Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs?
I love her diction. Can we talk about that? Like, obviously, again, this is why she's perfect for Disney, because this is what you want in this. Obviously, Disney is very much musical theater-y, so the singers that do the Disney songs are often, you know, trained musical theater vocalists. And obviously, diction is a huge part of that, because when you're on stage and you got an audience and all different kinds of stories or dialogues happening at once with, you know, the ensemble and the main character, you want the clear diction. You're telling a story. You want people to understand what you're saying. So you can't be mumbling. And her diction is perfect.
You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal.
More of that rounded operatic, but here, more of a mix. It's a mix. It's not more, and it's not more, but it's more. You can see how that's a mix. Mix can be a difficult term because, you know, it's essentially a blend between your chest voice and your head voice, but how much of each, you know, it can vary. And so it's sort of difficult to pinpoint exactly what the term means to you in your singing, you know. But for me, this, when I sing it and try to copy her like this, it's very much a mix. And that was also a gorgeous, gorgeous transition there. The beauty of having a well-trained head voice is that you can do that.
Big deal. I want more.
Crescendo, ending in a little vibrato. Nice.
I wanna be
And decrescendo.
where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet.
Oh, gorgeous again. Oh my gosh. Again, perfect casting. Get out of here if you want to say something else. She's perfect for this. She's got the perfect Ariel voice. She would be good for so many Disney projects. I guess Grownish is on Disney, but you know what I mean. Like the cartoon, the animated Disney stuff. She has a perfect voice for it. What a talent. How could anyone... Let's not focus too much on this, obviously, because let's just celebrate her. But how can anyone mean that she's not the perfect casting? Also, look at her face. Those angelic eyes. I mean, heavenly. I know it's a sea movie, but you know what I mean. She's perfect for this.
Flipping your fins, you don't get too far.
More chest there.
Required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street.
Oh, and I'm sorry, we have to pause. But I was saying that she added more chest there, and then she went over to that, what's the word again? Like whispery, and then trees. And that gorgeous, more full tone again when she remembers the word.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of...
We're going to revisit that, but I like the way that her voice sort of, when she was speaking the words, like singing, speaking them, talking, singing, Sprechgesang. I like that she sort of, she got that, you know, a little frustration. I don't know if that was entirely on purpose or because this is really, really early in the morning, but I still think that it added to her storytelling. I know that she meant to sort of sing it, but the way that her voice, she got that little on it. You know what I mean?
Wish I could be.
Wish I could be. You know, because you really want to say it. Wish I could be. And again, back into that world. She's having much, you know, on world there. She got that closure with the vocal folds because she could also have opened it up more. World. But instead she goes, world. You know? You notice the difference? World. Or world. The second is more up here and is very much, again, musical theater-y.
What would I give if I could live out of these waters?
Beautiful vibrato.
What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand?
Oh, that softness. Sand. So soft. And I love her transitions between her vocal qualities or vocal registers. People have different terms for that too. Like we talked about the chest voice and the head voice. Those are two different qualities or two different registers. But registers can also be talking about pitch as well. So that's where the confusion comes in. But what I'm talking about here is her vocal qualities. I like the way that she switches between them very seamlessly. You know, because some singers are very chest voice based, some singers are more head voice based, and I would say that she's more head voice based, but she adds more chest to some of her lower notes and in that place where she wants to give a little more volume in a space, in a pitch that makes sense to use that, you know.
Warm on the sand.
Nice.
That you on land, they understand, but they don't reprimand their does. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand, ready to know what the people know.
That was gorgeous. gorgeous. That was so nice. Oh my gosh, she's such a talent. And did you know that this is also, I think, a half note or semitone, whatever you want to call it? Again, all the words, for the same thing. But yeah, a half step. I don't know how much music theory you know, but anyway, so she actually does it a little bit higher. And then she does this on top of it, I love it. And there's so many things to say about her vocal technique here. You're going to say that I talk too much, but I warned you, so don't. Because obviously this is a vocal analysis video, so this is what you're going to get. But there's so many things to say about her. She's serving on so many levels here. Hear how free her vibrato is in those different vocal qualities that I talked about. Like when she's in that more rounded head voice bass and when she's in more of the sort of breathy, falsetto-y head voice bass, and when she adds more of that chest voice to it or in that mix, her vibrato in all of those qualities is free and really nice. And she applies it perfectly too. She holds off on it where she needs to hold off and then lets it go. Quality singer right here.
Ready to stand, ready to know.
And the clear tone.
Ask all my questions and get some answers. What's a fun?
That was so cool. She did a ask. That's very Britney Spears-esque to do that. Start with a vocal fry like that. Ask all the questions. Do you know what I mean? She's so versatile. Versatile. Never get that. But she can do so many things. She can do so many different things with my voice. No, but just with her voice. She's such a talent. And I can't wait to watch the movie. I know this is the big ballad from that movie, but you got the so there's more to come, there's more vocal gold to be found. Dug, I guess.
Why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore above us?
That was so good too. And what she did there, ending like that, ending on a high note. No, the song is not finished, but ending the phrase like that, and also on an L, world or D, I don't know, world. Very American all of a sudden. No, but ending it on that consonant like that in a belt. It's a mix, but it's a mixed belt. It's still a belt like that without going like or some sort of like releasing the rest of the air that you've been suppressing while you're holding that, because that what you do, you hold air back. If not, you would just be breathing. So singing is sort of portioning that air. But anyway, when you do it like a long belt like this, obviously you're restraining, not straining, but restricting that air from just, So you're holding it back so that your vocal folds have something to vibrate on. My point is just that ending it like that, it's hard to not get a little bit of an aftermath of that long note, but she ended it perfectly. And another trick is just also remove your microphone. I didn't notice if she did that, but yeah, that's also a nice little trick to not get the whole release of that breath and catching your breath again after that, Beautiful.
Out of the sea. Wish I could be
Beautiful connection there.
part of that world.
That's so beautiful and stunning vocal work from the start to the end here. But I want to talk about the end because that connection, it's so like tiny, it's not It's so tiny and so connected, even though she's not like because it's easier to hold the connection there than when you try to make it tiny without it being breathy, because it's very much, this is connected, you know, it's not that would be breathy. You can hear the stunning vocal work, like I said, from Halle. She's the perfect person to play the role of Ariel. I can't wait. Again, perfect casting. Thank you so much for doing this, Halle, and thank you so much for casting her at Disney. But let's be real, you should be really grateful to have her because she's the perfect person, like I said, for this role. The way she looks, that angelic look with those amazing eyes, and she's got this voice. She is the perfect casting. Like, who else would you pick? Anyway, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you're still here, please leave like a mermaid or ocean related emoji in the comments so that I can appreciate you for being here, because I really do. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.